start with SQL basics today. Introduction to database. As you all know what is database. So if you read this paragraph, a database is a collection of data or information. So example of databases which we use in our daily life is an attendance register or a telephone directory, etc. Like attendance register, if you go to the school or college for attendance, right? So they will maintain register in school days or college days. It is a collection of data, okay, information. So they were registered in the attendance register or telephone directory, okay, etc. So which we use in our daily life, okay. Like that we have a database DBMS, okay. DBMS in the sense database management system. So whatever we were stored data earlier, like telephone directory or some books, okay, same way we'll store data into the tables, okay. So that is the reason the database came into the picture. So a database management system is a collection of programs written to manage a database. That is, it acts as an interface between a user and a database. Okay, I am a user and you are a user, so we will connect to the database and we will write the queries and it will get the data from the database and it will display. So for that we need to use the database management system, DBMS. A database management system is a collection of programs written to manage a database. That is, it acts as a interface between user and a database. Okay, so we have an RDBMS. What is the RDBMS? RDBMS in the sense a database management system based on a relational data model is known as a relational database management system, RDBMS. Okay, so if you see in the below line, a relational data model was developed by Dr. E.F. Codd. He developed the relational data model by taking the concept from relational algebra in June 1970. Okay, who developed this relational data model? E.F. Codd. E.F. Codd was developed this relational data model. Okay, when he was developed? June 90. That concept he took from the relational algebra. Okay, relational algebra. So relational data model has some 12 rules which are named after Codd. Relational data model, please listen guys. Relational data model has some 12 rules which are named after Codd as Codd rules. See, there are 12 rules for relational data model which are named as so who developed this one? Codd, right? So that rules he named as Codd rules. Okay, according to the Codd package, according to Codd, a package can be called as RDBMS only if it is satisfied the Codd rules. So you will understand later for this RDBMS, what is the RDBMS, why we are using the RDBMS, and who developed this RDBMS, when was developed this. Okay, so we'll go one by one. Okay, now we'll see Oracle. Oracle is an object relational database management system. Object relational database management system. It is the leading RDBMS vendor worldwide. Nearly half of RDBMS worldwide market is owned by Oracle. Okay, if you see this point, okay, Oracle is an object relational database management system. It is the leading RDBMS vendor worldwide. So if you see here, it is a leading RDBMS, leading relational database management system vendor worldwide. Nearly half of RDBMS worldwide market is owned by Oracle. So Oracle is owned by half of RDBMS. RDBMS in the sense relational database management system. Okay, so like we have different types of concepts in the Oracle database. So every Oracle database contains logical and physical structure. Okay, so logical structures in the sense logical structures are table spaces. But see, if I am saying this table structure or a schema object, people will confuse now, but later you will understand what is a table space, what is a schema object, what is extend, and what is segment. But now you will remember what is a table space and schema object and extends and segments. Okay, so Oracle contains logical and physical structures. Every Oracle database contains Every Oracle database contains, there are logical and physical structures. Logical structures are table spaces, schema objects, extents and segments. Okay. Physical structures are data files, redo log files and control files. Okay. If you go down, so a database is divided into a logical storage units called as in a table spaces. Okay, a database is divided into logical storage units called as in a table spaces, which group related a logical structures together. Each table space in turn consists of one or more data files. Okay, so if you see here below diagram, this is an a database complete. This is an a database. Okay, in the database you will see user table space and system table space. User table space is our space, system table space is belongs to the database space. Okay, so in user space you will see there are two users, user 1 and user 2. So if you see in the table space you will see system table space. Okay, so all these are belongs to the data files. So for a user or a system, all these are belongs to the data files. All these data files is under in the database. Okay, so you will understand this point also later once we are into the practical scenario. Okay, but now I am explaining only theoretically. When we will be going to the practical section, you will understand what is the table space, what is the user, what is the system table space, what is the data file, what is the database. You will understand clearly. So if you see in a relational database system, all the information is stored in form of a tables. Okay, a table consists of rows and columns. If we see here, select star from EMPLOYE employee. Okay, if I run this query, it will give result. Okay, there are 16 rows in employee table. Okay, so all these are all the fields: employee number, employee name, job, manager, hire date, salary, commission, department number. These are all the field names. These are all the, this is the column, each column. This is the row, each row. Total how many rows are there? 16 rows are there. So if you see in this diagram, employee is the table name. This is the table name. Employee is the table name. Select is a class, from is a class. We are retrieving data from the employee table, all the rows. Star means all the rows. Okay, star means all the rows. We are retrieving all the rows from the employee table. There are total 16 rows. If you see here, all rows fetched 16. Okay, 16 rows fetched. Or else you will find the count. You will go here and check how many rows are there. Okay, 16 rows. Okay, like if you see data, this is a customer is in a table name, customer ID, customer name, mobile number, age, city ID. All these are all the columns are a fields. Fields or columns both are same. Okay, if you see, this is one row, 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 this is one row. Total we have 16 columns. Total we have a 16 columns in an employee table. So a table, a relational database system, all the information is stored in the form of table. Okay, where this data will save, this data will store into the tables. Okay, this is called a, this is in a table name. Just we are fetching the data from the customer table. This is in a table name. A table consists of rows and columns. Table, what is having table? Table consists of rows. These, see, this is one row, this is one row, this is one row. So we have in a 6 rows, and we have in a columns: customer ID, customer name, mobile number, age and city ID. These are all the columns, these are all the rows. Okay, so we are fetching the data from the table. Okay, so if you see below, all the tables and other objects in Oracle are stored in table space logically. This data, all the tables and other objects, all the tables and other objects in Oracle are stored in the table space logically, but physically they are stored in the data files. Like, see, logically this data it will save into the table space, user 1 table space, user 2 table space, system table space. But physically these data it will stored in the data files associated with the table spaces. So are you understanding this one? So these are all the table spaces, user 1 and user 2, and this is a system table space. All these are under data files. Okay, logically it will store into the table space, but physically they are stored into the data files with the data files associated with the table space. What are the table spaces associated with the data files? That data it will stored physically in the data files. Okay, I think till here clear. So if not, I will explain examples, okay, later. But now, so what we learn till here, so what is a database? So I am repeating again, database is a collection of data. Okay, so database, it's a collection of data. For example, in office there are so many employees. Okay, that is the information. So all the information where it will save in the database. Okay, it is in a collection of data. Examples, earlier they were saved into the attendance register and telephone directory or some books. Okay, they were saved, but now after introducing the database, all the data it will store into the tables. Okay, so after that it came into the RDBMS, relational database management system. A database management system based on relational model is known as a relational database management system. Okay, relational data model was developed by EF Card. Okay, based on relational algebra, he was developed in June 1970. Okay, there are 12 rules, those named called as a Card rules, because Card was developed. Those 12 rules named as a Card rules. Okay, it is satisfied all the relational data model. So these are all the theoretical part which we were explained till here.